It is Work It Out Wednesday, and it's time for our midweek Pilates stretch and strength workout. Joining us now to show us ways to increase your hip mobility is the owner and director of Pilates Defined, Jessica Fritz-Peters. It's great to have you in the studio.
Thanks so much.
She's going to humble me today because my hips are a little brittle. So can we get right into it?
Absolutely.
I love this guy too.
Yes. So think about how much time you spend sitting.
Yeah.
Computers, desk.
Yeah.
Car, everything, right? So it puts load and compression in our lumbar spine and in our hip socket. And I brought the pelvis because it's made to move. The hip socket is made to move.
Yeah.
So this is your hip socket, and we're going to release that joint so that you have better mobility to do that squat that you just showed me.
We tried. We got like halfway down.
Yeah.
Okay.
So squats and lunges need hip mobility.
Yeah.
So you're going to lie on your back.
Okay.
And you're going to put one tennis ball. Everybody's got a tennis ball at home.
I'm going to steal them from my dog.
Well, I had to get new ones for you because mine were covered in slobber.
Thank you.
From the dog. Yeah. So this is the bone that you feel in the back of your pelvis. Your hip sockets are on either side of that when you lie down.
Okay.
So you're going to go ahead and pop those under.
Right here?
Yep, on that like squishy tissue part.
Okay. This feels right. Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
And then you already feel it.
Yeah.
Then you're going to lift one leg, and you'll do this on both legs. Today we'll just do one.
Okay.
Okay. So you're going to lift one leg up.
Okay.
And you're going to bend your knee.
Okay.
And put your foot down and put your right hand on top of your knee. And this is super easy to do at home. Wow. You just feel the pressure right from your hand, and you push straight down onto the ball.
Okay.
Take a breath.
Wow.
You breathe. And then you do little baby circles. So you think of where that tennis ball is, and again, the shape of your hip socket, this ball and socket joint.
Yeah.
And we want to create movement in that joint because that's what's required when we bend and stretch.
Yeah.
So you go both directions. You do a little back and forth, a little side to side.
Okay.
And you kind of notice how your hip feels.
Yeah. It's almost like breaking out that the buildup, the tension that's in there.
Yes,
so you can
the
feel
connective
it just release
tissue. So when we have all that load and compression, our body finds workarounds, and so that workaround usually shows up as tension.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
So lots of low back pain and low back discomfort comes from tight hips. So
Interesting.
increasing this mobility.
I think my back just cracked.
It might.
Which is kind
yeah,
of crazy.
it helps you lengthen that. Yeah. So you would do both sides, right?
I love
okay.
that.
Now we're going to keep those tennis balls under there though for the next thing.
There we go.
So that's your release. So you release that tissue so that you can move.
My right leg feels very loose.
Okay, great.
Wow, that's
so
great.
You'll have to do this later.
I'll do
at
that
home.
later.
So now we want to move it. So you're going to lift your leg up. You're going to extend your leg. And this is a traditional Pilates exercise called the single leg circle.
Okay.
So you're going to think about standing on this leg.
Okay.
And you're going to move this leg in a circle, thinking about where that's coming from because you can feel the ball.
Yeah.
That tennis ball allows you to feel where you move from, right?
Yeah. This
And
is
then go
so
the other
cool.
direction.
It feels like an anatomy class, but a workout.
Well,
all
that's
in
what
one.
Pilates is, really.
You're right. You're
Oh, so much
honestly right.
education of like what's inside your body. How does it move? Understanding how we move allows us to really empower our practice to the why you do it.
I love it. Very cool.
So then you would do that on both legs,
Okay,
right?
perfect.
And you can, as you create more mobility, you can do
Get
bigger
wider.
circles, which then you have the stability in your spine. So then you're working all those core muscles too because they help you stay vertical while you move your leg.
I love that. That's amazing. Great workout. Yeah.
Now you're going to come up to standing.
Here we go.
So what's required in a squat?
Bending?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
That mobility. You got it.
Is that too easy?
Yes.
Is that too obvious?
Not a trick question. I know, not a trick question. Yeah. So being able to move your hip socket.
Yeah.
Your leg in your hip socket, right?
Yeah.
So if you reach your arms straight out in front of you and you feel where your feet are on the ground, and then you think about where you felt that ball for a second, and you move from that place as you bend your ankles, knees, and hips. All those joints create mobility. Now, when you're in good mobility, what do you feel? Strong muscles to lift you back up, but you have the mobility first.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
So that's how we create the mobility to then have a better strength performance, I would say.
Yeah, absolutely.
Pilates Defined, Jessica Fritz-Peters, right in West Hartford. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. I learned so much right here. This was so cool. Amazing. Thank you.